I'm Amy Zawi with the Jerusalem Connection Red Alert Report for February 24th, Anti-Semitism on College Campuses, Why Such a Focus? Anti-Semitism takes many forms within the variety of folds of our society, and you may have noticed that I concentrate a bit on college campuses. The reason for this is the dissemination of anti-Semitism into our greater community, the halls of our governments, the offices of our associations and businesses, and even the teachers and leaderships within schools and religious and humanitarian organizations. Well, most of those folks went to college, at least for some time during their young adulthood. Moreover, the book The Casualty of Contempt, collectively written to identify and combat anti-Semitism among college-age and young Christian adults, is now out in print and available for purchase. Those of you who buy it through the Jerusalem Connection will know that a portion of your proceeds go directly to this organization, and I will sign your copy. As well, the Jerusalem Connection is starting a new and exciting initiative for a scholarship program to send one Christian college student per academic year to study at the Hebrew University located in Jerusalem. This is an ambitious goal, but we believe a full semester for a Christian to study and live among the unique and diverse population of Israel and alongside other international students will help equip them for the lifelong battle against anti-Semitism, which may start at the university they return to here at home. And thereafter, they can bring their skill set and insight into any organization or whatever they engage in during their adult lives. Anti-Semitism on the private and public secular campus is a problem, no doubt, but do not discount that it is affecting Christian college campuses as well. Accurate education about the Holocaust of last century, the history that led to it, and sound teachings from the Bible, both Old and New Testament, are lacking. Replacement theology is alive and well in many mainstream Christian denominations. And my focus on anti-Semitism that arises on secular campuses is to reveal the hostility and pain that it causes Jewish students and faculty on those campuses. But we cannot neglect that bad theology and faulty teachings on Christian college campuses may not seem to have an immediate hostility against Jewish students because they're not usually on those campuses, but it does trickle down into our society. How so? Christians educated in the thinking of replacement theology seem to have no trouble in turning a blind eye or ear to anti-Semitism as it manifests in our culture. One example, just this week, the Saturday Night Live recent cast had their mock news report called Weekend Update, and in that segment, the anchor reported that Israel is reporting vaccinating half their population against COVID so far, and I'm sure that was the Jewish half. That's what the anchor said. And many folks didn't even understand that hurt and that libel was not well received. And it implied that Israelis are somehow racist and exclusive in offering their vaccine to only Jewish inhabitants. This is not the case. And the facts are completely the opposite. 43% of those vaccinated were indeed Arab, and the Gaza and PA were offered it and they refused it. But that's another story. Other areas of anti-Semitism being accepted into the social movements and social media platforms and the general entertainment industry are completely manifested. Christians with no awareness or red flags to the problems will then ignore them and sometimes perpetuate them. And then there's our own general elections. Christians not properly educated on the reality of what Israel and the Jewish people are as part of God's plan and our call to comfort them don't exercise good discernment during our elections. Not understanding the issues for foreign policy, voting for candidates who ignore, discount, or vilify Israel or ignore anti-Semitism domestically, well, they'll vote for those candidates not knowing the problem. The notion of never again and never forget regarding the Holocaust of last century can only be archived through proper education and awareness of the virulent strain of hate that reiterates with every generation, and each new generation must work to inoculate itself from that virulent strain of anti-Semitism. Therefore, through our work here at the Jerusalem Connection, through our ministries, through our Holocaust Education Fund, and through our scholarship program and our books, we will help fight that battle and equip the next generation. Shavua Tov, and have a great week.